Hello everyone, welcome back to Satisfactory Update 6. This is Maker Gaming with episode 17. So yeah, we finished up our factory for our black powder and our Nobelisks. I haven't built anything around it yet, but maybe we'll do that towards the end of this episode. As I said in the end of the last episode, I went too far with my progressing in the game before I realized the video was going too long, so I had to cut. So I'm adding this intro. Um, and yeah, we're going to cut back now to where we ended, starting this bridge. So yeah, in this episode we'll get to making at least the start of the path of that bridge, and we'll upgrade our coal power. And then hopefully, if we get to it after those two, we'll get into pulse nobelisks, and I really want to unlock hyper tubes. I'm getting tired. These areas are starting to be far apart, so hypertubes will help speed that up, the traveling between them. So, yeah, let's get started. Let's go take these guys out so we can look for our unnecessary bridge. Just the one? This is a cool view. Maybe we go off the level of this. That's not a very good place to cross, though. Not the same height. Like that angle. No, this is the better angle. Try and line up to that. Thinking that. What player's in the way? I don't want it to be off the direction anymore. Oh, it doesn't like that edge. What's going on? Does anyone tell me what's going on here? What am I doing wrong? Why won't it let me attach there? I don't know what's going on. That was weird. I can't connect from below, from the side. It's starting to be kind of like a hub area. We'll have the black powder over there. Make a Nobelisk. Have all these resources going down. Have the starter base that way, KTM that way, coal power up there. Let's go see the other side of the bridge. Oh, that's right, we can't make it because it's doing that weird. Won't let me connect on the sides. I'm spinning it to see if that'll work. We just stay uneven and go on either side of it. That works too. Whatever that glitch was, it's fixed. Just saving and reloading. Oh, not quite up that part. I'd hoped it would cover all, but we could do something there. You know, in the last episode I just said I was disappointed that none of this area is going to have anything to find. And what is that? That sure looks like something. Some good loot right there, though. 30 motors. Tell you what, we want to get some awesome sync. Grab some heavy modular frames. Is that it? Let's see, about 30 motors. Oh wow, we don't even have motors unlocked. That's probably, what, advanced steel production? Okay, well, let's mark it. What are we using for our mark? Can I copy this? Let's see if I can copy it. Doesn't appear so. Alright. Now we know there is something to find out here. Now with an overview, be able to see a good portion of this map. This might be a good place to just kind of set up shop for this area. One of the mods I regret, by the way, this is going to be vanilla mod, or vanilla all the way through. I've never used mods, not going to start. But man, the two I would love, just for the videos, would be the flying mod, and the one that sets the camera, and you can do a time lapse of your build from above. That's a really cool feature. And I doubt that's something Coffee Stain's ever gonna add to the game. Ooh, this is a nice area. What do we need over here to make us come over here a lot? Well, we need more power. Let's go handle our power. On our way through, are we missing anything here? I think we're at least missing light. What do we want to light up in here? How about our barrier? Just thinking, what deserves this the most? Perfect. Onward to our other unfinished bridge. I kind of like that as just a floating cube. I mean, not there obviously, but somewhere. And either in the last video or the beginning of this video, I have I have a decent shot of him. Oh, it's the beginning of this video. I have a decent shot of Ray flying through. I'd love to get him from right above and fight the urge to jump on him and just get a perfect spot of where he's at. I almost just fell off right there. That would have sucked. There's our materials. There's our sulfur spaghetti. Our only spaghetti on the map right now. Hey, bud. So this is in a very early stage. For those new to the videos, we need to add supports all the way across. I was trying to get a decent gauge of Ray though, so I could put the supports without risk of his flight path. I think it's going to be 2 layers. This will be the main walking layer up here. We'll have belts come through underneath as needed and come out to either side into some sort of structure. This will be the transportation up here because I wanted it to be above where that Cateria miner is so that we can figure out where down the line. Maybe we go right, maybe we go left, maybe we go both. Wondering if this is going to end up being our hub area or if it'll be more by the space elevator or the Spire Coast. It's definitely going to be a triangle of those 3. This is, oh yeah, here's our coal, here's our oil, here's our starter base. We're going to have a large base here. And as soon as I open up a vehicle, I might just do a short little tour just around the coastlines, around the edges of the map, just to get the map filled in. Not filled in, but the scale of it. Oh, we missed him. Stupid map. Power, power. Just keep saying it till you do it. Power. So losing the 1. Hey, bud. It's been a while. Don't teleport this time. I'll give you 1 shot. Ooh, got me. Someone in the comments of my coal power video reminded me of a better way to do this. So for the next date, I'll put my 3 water extractors over there and start doing it that method. But the same thing, we're going to do modular. We're going to do 8 more. I do think there's something we have to avoid. Maybe that? Or maybe that'll be not at this 8, but the next 8. I really just want to put in 4 right now, but we should put in 8 at the very least, really. I mean, now it's part of the game where we're unlocking all sorts of stuff. We're wanting to push through the tiers. And, I mean, more stuff's going to be added to do, so we're going to need power to support all that. So every time I come over here, I should be putting on at least 8 more generators per visit. So we'll do that. I'll cut a lot. I'll try really hard not to talk, because once I'm editing and I hear myself talking, it starts to form some sort of narrative, and I feel like I have to include each piece. And that's something I've been working on. I think I'm getting a little better, but here I go again. I'm still talking. So yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to lay 8 down, start looking at the logistics underneath, and see you in a little bit. Oh, and also, once I start putting housing around these, I'll want to separate them, so we are going to do a jump. That's 5. Wasn't even close to enough floor. Not used to giving them so much spacing. I tried my hardest. I think I made it 2 minutes without talking. we're gonna try again. This tree, I don't know about. Oh, it's a nice tree though. Oh, I hate to get rid of it, but we're getting rid of it. Oh, and the not talking didn't last at all. Oh, that's got a lot of trees. You know, there's nothing to stop us from doing this in the back. That doesn't block the trees. Before I leave, I was about to go to concrete, but let's just fill up concrete. And so to do that, we need some personal storage. Something I learned in my first playthrough is you got to be real careful about how much stuff you're storing. I can't tell you how many things, how many useless just storages I had everywhere. They're really, I don't know, I think they're not as necessary as you think in your first playthrough. You know, have a storage box for each material where it's being made, or at a localized central storage area, but it's not a good idea to just put personal storage boxes everywhere with random items, because you'll forget about them. You'll need one specific thing, and it's just not the best way to go about things. Alright, we're back. We have our concrete. Got some materials. See what we need. Swap them out. Put the extras in there. So the middle, it's here. Appropriately. It's on the grid, so direct south. Of course we need rotors. We had rotors. We just didn't think we needed them. Alright, let's get rid of that. We don't need that to-do list anymore. Two will get us... No, I already said, I just said, when we make them, we need to make 8. Guess we need a little workstation. Oh no, why aren't you lining up? There we go. Alright, there's our spot. So originally this little build was part of episode 16, but after editing last night, this is now part of 17 maybe? Because it was just going too long. I had to find a place to cut it off. So, I did a lot of work. I set these 10 down. I'm sorry, I set these 8 down. Set the walls. All this is the exact same, so I have it recorded but not mic'd. I don't think it's worth hearing. The only difference is this plant coming up, so this pipe is crooked compared to the rest. we've got the water extractors over here. We made this little wall. Keep out the alpha, but keep her around. So water comes in. It's a little more organized actually because we're doing the coal coming from this side. So we just have our 8 splitters just like the other one. They're going up into this side, and the water's coming to the other side, so you don't have that crossing like you do here where the water crosses over each coal belt. So a little more organized. All we gotta do is make some final connections. That's what we'll do. I also put a border and then counted out what it would take to do a third. Actually, I think that was interesting. Let me go show that. So here's our 8, and I just wanted to see how far this flat ground would take us. And I started from the bottom and realized it wouldn't be far enough by about 4 blocks. But when I did the top layer, it came out to basically this is the size we need. So we have just enough room on the top layer. So we actually will be able to put a third set here once we need it, and we'll run them the same way. And then here we'll just do something where the last 2 or 3 do some freeform stuff to get where they need to go. Alright, let me run down there. So these belts can reach. Alright, so our belt's gonna make it, but it is draining our supply. And we're just putting this 1 block up so that we can walk under it. We should have powered it while we were over there. Final connection is power and water. One side of the water is connected, this side is not. I'm not gonna fight you, bro. We'll do the same kind of power as the iron starter base. Alright, we're almost done with power. Actually, what we also need the extractors. But that should be done. So we get those going, and I think we have, well, once the water saturates all 8 coal generators, we're up to, should be up to 1200 capacity. Well, let's see if it works. We'll watch the water. So now with this design, we have 120 going that way, 120 going that way. This one's split, so we have 60 going each belt, so that's 180 this way and 180 this way. And we're doing that because the capacity of the pipe is 300, and those 3 units together is 360. Alright, it's starting to make its way up the hill. And I'll probably just let this run for a couple minutes until it's all the way down. While we wait, we'll cover some of this. pick another temporary color. Try out a new color. Guess we'll get it all. And do we want a pump color? I'm sorry, a pipe color? Blue for water? Let's see if we like it. Our capacity should be more than 900, right? $75 at 16. It's 1200. We have 8 and 8, right? We could try pumps again. Yeah, I think we'll try pumps again. Or we might even need valves. Or we could try cutting out the middle. Let's try that. So now we have this side of the loop feeding just these 4, and this side feeding just these 4. All those are super full. Might be working. We'll give it some more time. Why are these not all running? Still got water issues. Our production is all over the place. We're gonna add pumps before we go. I know he said we didn't have to, but we're gonna anyway. Just, I don't want... Alright, so we want to upgrade that. So I don't know if that was the problem, but we definitely need to make sure this thing is stable before we leave, because that is crazy right there. Give this a minute, then we'll go that might have helped. We'll keep watch, we'll come back. Even with that fluctuating, I mean, we were safe with 8, so we'll let those 16 work themselves out. We'll come check on them. You know, if we just got 1 iron over here, we could automate. We could split that coal off. It's going 15 in here. We could do 45 to the other. Soon we'll get some 1 iron node coming this way, because this only takes 15 a minute. So we have an extra 45 coal coming out of here. So if we had 45 iron to pair that with, we could make, what, 30 steel rods a minute? If we do 30 steel rods a minute, I'm sorry, steel pipes, that's more than we need for this. So we could actually automate the Nobelisks. Also, for over here, I really want to take all these, I talked about making this a small building, so I want to take all these storages out of this area and belt them into a small building around these 2 assemblers. Oh, this one fixed itself. It's no longer this without the skin. So, I guess we'll remove it now. Man, these guys like to come up to base. Alright, we are going back to base. Our power is caught up. It's straightened out. Should be at even, we're not an even 1200. As soon as I said that, it's not true. But that's okay. We'll go back and check on it in a little while. We have plenty of power for what we're using right now. That's annoying. We should really fix the copper up, but no one wants to watch that. I need to do it offline. For now, let's get a little bit further up the tiers. What are we missing here? Oh wow, it's not the screws, it's the plates. So by looking at the belts here, you can see those screws over there never stop, whereas the pipes are backed up, and it's the opposite here. So we have too many screws on that side, not enough on this. Let's see. Oh no, these are fine. They're actually, yeah, we got plenty. So yeah, let's finish the unlocks. Alright, just add the rotors. And we have jump pads. One of the
milestone reached. Several buildings aimed at factory traversal can now be accessed in the build menu. Caution is recommended during use of these products.
So yeah, now we have jump pads. Probably one of my least used. It's funny, it's in transportation. One of my least used tiers on all my playthroughs. I've just never really used these, but let's see. So you press it, and then you use the scroll wheel to determine your angle. So we'll just do it like that, just to give a quick way up. I missed. So yeah, you just jump onto it. And it takes you to the arrow. And the landing pad, we finally have a use for our biomass. Oh wow, we might not even have biomass actually. That's funny. Whoops. We're just gonna take this up here temporarily. And what is this? A merger? That's perfect. This isn't powered out, is it? No. Alright, so that'll get us biomass. We'll come back for the jump pad. Alright, while we wait for the biomass, let's see. I really wanted hypertubes. Let's see if we can even get those right now. Or if they need an additional unlock. Yes, they need advanced steel. Alright. So yeah, I guess we won't be doing hypertubes this episode. But we will set up. Man, all four of these are great. Let's get this one. Gives us hand slots, inventory slots. And a new weapon, obviously.
Milestone reached. R&D inflated your pocket dimension, added an additional hand equipment slot, and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
So yeah, 3 more slots, 1 more hand slot. Very, very helpful. And once we get hypertubes, we can get rid of that zip line. Alright, so a couple things we don't have. Producing our AI limiters, and well, we don't have the modular frames either. Not fully automated. What were they? The AI limiter and the crystal oscillator. I don't think we can make it yet. We need a manufacturer. So the only way to make a crystal oscillator is by hand for now. But we do have the limiters, and we have both materials, so let's at least get that going. So we have a small supply. Alright, AI limiters and modular frames being created. Check. Alright, so all we want now is this. So we need crystal oscillators. That shouldn't be a problem. Alright, we can get our first new Update 6 weapon. Alright, we did it. Let's see what the cost is. Oh, I don't see them. Maybe they can only be made in... Now, did it note that it could only be made? I wonder what determines that. I know there are some items. It's index. I don't remember where the index is. Let's just go look. So it's going to take probably Nobelisks and... Oh, wow, Nobelisk and Crystal Oscillator. So those aren't cheap. We can't even make the oscillator yet unless we were to get a hard drive to get a different recipe. I think there might be 1 or 2 alternate recipes that are 2 material. Well, now we have time for this. And that's our jelly launch pad. Or landing pad, excuse me. Not great coming off of 1 floor, but useful off a cliff. Just slows your fall. Oh, real quick, there's 2 tips from comments in my last couple episodes from Max. So I think 2 episodes ago I was showing off the beams, and I was saying you could do them in weird angles, and I spent some time trying to figure it out. I couldn't do it. He was saying you press press R, and you go into free form. So you got diagonal and free form. And this is where you can just do anything. I have a feeling I haven't seen anything online yet, but I'm surprised I haven't seen more art come out of this yet, because I think you could do some cool things with this. But yeah, it's hard to get the exact angle you want, but I'm sure you can get better at it. So yeah, that was one, and then the second one was you can hold L and throw them farther, the Nobelisks. So let's see. There's that one. Oh wow, you can hold so you don't even have to release at the right time. So yeah, more distance. Thanks, Max. Beautiful. Yeah, we haven't even started on our phase 2 stuff. But there's just so many, every unlock makes me want to do so many things, and I'm just, it's hard to keep up with everything I want to do. We got our first AI limiters. Yeah. I should do that right now. Yep, let's do smart splitters. It's too good to pass up. It wasn't. And we actually have a great place to use it. So a smart splitter. Hopefully we have the items needed for it. So you have your input going in. Normally you have your 3 outputs, whatever you put in 60, you're getting 20 at each belt. This lets you do, you can put whatever you want. So say we're making limiters, you say left, and you say none. Now all 60 of the AI limiters are going left. What the most useful thing that I use it for is, say we've got storage on the left, and an awesome sink on the right. Now, in your factory, you're producing AI limiters. They're all going to your storage or whatever you need them for. But as soon as that output fills up, you'll now have everything going into your overflow, and that's great for your awesome sinks. Because you're constantly using whatever's extra, but until your storage is filled up, you're not doing an even split. You're doing everything to that storage. So you can kind of just leave it and forget it. So I did notice, coming back here to check on my base, that one of these, I have the splitter of the screws upstairs, and one is going to an awesome sink. This one is just completely full. I mean, it's making, what, 100 a minute? 120 a minute? How do we even get... Oh, I forgot. I forgot how to get up there. I haven't been back here since we built it. So here's our full belt. I almost want... Yeah. Just keep it simple. Put another ladder I'll forget about. So yeah, anything is better than... Any items going to the awesome sink is worthwhile. We want a lot of points. So we need a splitter. Oh, we ain't got no room there. That's alright. It won't look as good, but get up here so we can see our perspective a little better. Hopefully get this right. I prefer these to be right angles, so put this out here as a guide. Mark 2. Oh. Alright, so now we just need to power this up, and now we won't be wasting these 120 screws. How do we want to get power up there? Right there. And, you know, there's actually better places I could be using that. But I don't want to spend the time right now. I also need to update that. I think we're up to 240. You know, I keep calling this an alpha hog, but I've never seen her do the thing where she does that pulse. So maybe she's not an alpha. Maybe she's just one of the bigger ones. I don't know exactly how many sizes there are. But either way, off camera, this build was getting way too long for kind of repeating. So I came back and just finished the basic structure until we get windows, roofs, tilted walls, things like that. Just something to look a little better than it did before, but not the final look. So let me know what you think about the color. I could really go either way. I've never been very good at picking the different colors. This probably will change. I just wanted it to be uniform. But yeah, while we were working on the other stuff, while we were back at base, this has been pretty steady. So I think everything's working good. We have 1200 megawatts of power, so we can start getting a little bigger on our builds. Oh, I didn't notice that hard drive before. Should we go get that before we end the episode? Although it's so high up there, I wonder if we can even... I wonder if we'll have the right items. But we can always check. Thanks to Foundations and Zoop. Looks so far away, and it's only, what, 20 blocks away? 25? Oh, there might be some nasty stuff up here. This might be our first outro death. Oh, we have the materials. Alright, we're gonna figure this out real quick. I'm not scared of any of y'all. I'm an engineer. Alright, so we just have to basically deal with the poison. Hog's not gonna get us. Thanks, suckers. Oh, we get a good view of the plant. This would be a cool place. We can work with this place at some point. Let's leave a little reminder that we have gotten this hard drive. That's not recommended, by the way. Jumping, doing the slide jump when you're going down a 4-meter hill, 4-meter ramp. You lose a lot of health that way. Whoops. You can undo. All this is, but I don't know if I ever explained that, but I think it says it when you're doing it. You can press Control when you're deconstructing. You can select up to 50 items, and you can also let go and then reuse it to deselect, and you can go up to 50. Alright everybody, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, leave a comment, any comment. Just let me know what you're thinking about the playthrough, any ways I can improve, things you like. I'm very open to feedback. Someone an hour ago asked me to turn this into a playlist, and I did it. As soon as I saw the comment, this is now a playlist. I left out the first impressions because I don't think that really ties in with this playthrough. But yeah, all comments are good. They're very helpful. And thank you. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next episode.